Okay, so today we are going on to standard form. So standard form of a line is in the form ax plus by equals c. Okay, so a, b, and c are integers. A is greater than or equal to 1. The GCF of these three letters is 1. That means that they have nothing in common. And then A and B cannot both equal 0. So one thing we want to pay attention to, when it says A is greater than or equal to 1, that means A is always positive. Yeah. Okay. Also remember, integers are rational numbers. Without fractions or decimals. What? Okay, so standard form is great for finding x and y intercepts. Guys, stop talking. So, a y-intercept is where a graph intersects the y-axis. Okay, and an x-intercept is where a graph intersects the x-axis. Okay, so what is the point that's crossing right here on the x-axis? Well, it's the x-intercept. What's the value? 3. Well, I'm looking at this point right now. What's the coordinate point of it? 3. Coordinate points have 2 numbers. How high up is it? 0. So over here, what is it? Is that my x or y value? So what do I put in for the x value? 0. With word problems sometimes. Okay, so I want to do this. I want to find my x and y intercepts of this equation, x plus 5y equals 3. So, x-intercepts are always in the form x comma 0. Like you notice over here, we had a number instead of x. So to find our x-intercepts, we want to substitute for y. Substitute 0 for y. And then solve for x. So, I'm going to have x plus 5 times 0 equals 3. Oh, maybe she's at lunch.
Well, it said she had 6 lunch, but she didn't receive it.
Oh, okay.
Do you need this?
Yep. Is that my answer? Okay, I could subtract 0, or just because it's 0, I don't have to write it anymore. That's not how I want to write my x-intercept, though. Yeah, I want to have it as a point. 3, 0. Yeah? Yelling? What? Huh? Okay, so, since y-intercepts are always in the form 0, y, we want to find our y-intercept by substituting 0 for x. Okay, so I'm going to have 0 plus 5y equals 3. Do I like that 0 plus 5y? What do I do? Or I could just write the 5y equals 3. Then what? Divide by what? So I get y equals... Does 5 divide 3 nicely? No, so I leave it as a fraction. So how do I write my final answer? Yeah, 0, 3/5. Okay, so now we want to graph using stuff in this form. So to sketch a graph, guys, of a linear equation in standard form, find the x and y intercepts. So my first step is just like what we did on the front side. I want to find my x and y intercepts. So to find my x-intercept, what am I plugging 0 in for? Y. I always plug it in for the opposite letter. Okay, what is 2 times 0? Okay, then what?
Divide by 3.
I want to rewrite it first without the 0, and then I'll divide by the 3. Yeah? You can skip that if you... So 9 divided by 3 gives me... So how do I write that?
3, 0.
Okay, for my y-intercepts, what am I plugging 0 in for?
Helps you plot a line.
This is a different equation.
Yeah, so it seems pretty easy to figure out what they are.
Okay, so what's 3 times 0? Okay, and then I don't have to write that 0. So I have 2y equals 9, then what? Oh, yeah, negative. It's y.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay. So I actually want to divide this one on the calculator since I'm going to plot it. So what's 9 divided by negative 2? So how do I write that as a point?
Wait, for Papa.
0.4.
What do you mean? We could have. The other ones just turned out nicely. Like 9 divided by 3 gave us 3. When I'm doing... Silas, stop it. When I'm doing standard form and I'm graphing, I want to divide it. The other ones I don't for slope because that the fraction is the slope. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go ahead and plot my points. So 3, 0 is going right 3 and not going up. And then I have 0, negative 4.5. So how many points do I need to make a line?
2.
So what should I do now? Make my line.